The difference between winners and losers is that winner has the courage to take an action. The loser, on the other hand, has excuses not to do that task. You have a big dreams, you have a big goal. You wanted to start that business, but something is holding you back. Your brain is coming up with a million excuses not to start. You're not alone. I was exactly like you at the age of 35 when I decided to start my own brand. I didn't come with a business family and I didn't have an investor behind me. But one thing I knew that I had was fear. That was stopping me from years to get started. I had many ideas, but only thing that was holding me back was fear. But then this is the truth that I learned that changed everything for me. Fear doesn't go away. Winners and losers have the same goal. Then what makes winner achieve their goals? I was curious about it because I thought that they are just the lucky. I thought that they have some unfair advantage, but only unfair advantage they have is the courage. They have the courage to take an action. After watching this video, I am going to give you that courage that you need to take the step forward towards your plan. And I'm going to explain to you why we all don't start. What keeps us in the analysis and paralysis mode? And how can we overcome and start anyway? So keep watching. We all have a big dreams. We all think about the big goals, but a lot of us talk about starting a business. You may talk to your friends starting a business. You may talk to somebody else. You all day long dream about building something. But when it comes time to actually take an action, you go freeze. And then your brain come up with all these excuses. You don't have time to do that. You don't have time to do the research. You don't have the money to start a business. You cannot read all the books because your job is too tiring and that is keeping you busy all day. And the worst is maybe I should wait until I have a little bit more experience. Maybe I should wait until I feel ready. Maybe I should wait until I'm confident. And guess what? You're never going to feel confident. Whole this time, what is happening is your brain is coming up with an excuses. You're just waiting for a word to give you permission. But you do not need permission from the word. You need permission from your own brain because that fear is not going to leave alone. Every single day, even after starting a brand, every single day, fear still holds me back. When I record this video, I said that multiple times, I still feel fearful, but I take action anyways because I treat this as a muscle. If you have ever worked out in the gym, then you know. If you have ever done the strength training, what is called the building muscle. It's almost like that. You have to take action every single day despite feeling fearful, and that's how you build that muscle. That's how you overcome the fear. If you talk to any successful business person and if they say they don't feel scared, they don't feel fearful, then they are lying. Every single person feels scared. The only difference is they build tolerance over a period of time. Let me tell you another reason why we keep thinking about it and we never start. When we start thinking about starting a business, we get into the research, we get into the planning mode. We started telling all our friends and family that we're going to do this thing and that thing is going to make us millionaire. We start doing the research. We start imagining our life. You all of a sudden skipping the whole process part, you comes down to the outcome. You start visualizing you driving this beautiful car. You start dreaming about buying those designer bag without dreaming and visualizing about the work. And then what happened? You go and complain about manifestation. Then you say the manifestation is not working. It's not the manifestation, is you. Your brain is you, yourself. You are not taking an action. All day long, you're dreaming about the success, but you're not visualizing about the process. You're not visualizing how it's going to look like when you are taking an action every single day. You look at the successful people on the internet and you think, oh, they must have gotten lucky. They must have done something. They must have an unfair advantage. Otherwise, there's nobody, a normal person like you and me, become successful. I used to think that way. But let me break this. There is no such thing like that. They all grind, they all work hard, they all go through the same process where you are feeling stuck. The only difference is they just take an action. And this is why, even though you hate your job, but you're still sucking at it, you dream all day long about quitting it, but you won't because you are lacking a courage. You know that the price that you're paying right now, living the same life for 10, 20 years, because the courage is holding you back. And every time when you are not taking an action, you quietly chip away at the belief in yourself. Every time you say, oh, next year, maybe I'm going to start this year, I'm going to focus on this thing, and next year I'm going to focus. Wait till the next year comes. I am going to start my business, and then next year, the next Monday, the first of the month will never going to come. And all it's doing is one day you are going to sit back and you're going to realize that how much time you actually had. But you are regretting now because you wasted all that time. And now if you're wondering that if, Ankita, you felt fearful, then how did you actually start it? I started because the reason why I started, the why was much bigger than my fear. I didn't let the feeling of the fear overtake my body. Another thing that really helped me is taking this whole life as an experiment. I told myself, I am going to quit and I'm going to start my brand. And I told myself, this is just an experiment. How about I start experiment just for 1 year? And I knew it after doing that I never want to go back. Why? Because the why I am starting this brand, why I want this extraordinary life, my why was so bigger, my fear would start to disappear every single day. And here's another truth that I wanted to share with you. If you think that every failure is tied to your identity, I want you to reframe that failure. Failure is nothing but a lesson that you are going to learn, even though your business is going to fail, even though whatever thing that you want to start may not get succeeded. But remember, so many things you are going to learn, and never stop there. If you fail in your first idea, go on to the second idea, then go on to the third idea. Who said that? If you look at all the successful company, they never get succeeded on the first idea. They have second, third, fourth idea, they got succeeded. All you need is one idea to get succeeded. And if you are still thinking and contemplating how can you start a business and you need a 5-step framework, then I am going to link this video because you are going to get a full blueprint how to start your business. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.